I was 12 or 13. I went to an all-boys school in England that had a mixed 6th year A-levels, with intake from the local girls' school. As a result, girls were something we did not really associate with until we were 17–18. However, through clubs and associations sometimes the younger years got to know some of the older girls. I was in the school choir and, at Easter, we would perform a large piece such as Handel's Messiah with an orchestra, and a girl I will call Jane played the flute. She was very talented and, word had it, could become a professional flautist one day. She was the only schoolgirl in the orchestra. The other musicians were all older and professional. She was also very attractive and bore more than a passing resemblance to Heather Langenkamp from Nightmare on Elm Street. I quickly developed a boyhood crush on her. She was very sweet and would talk to the younger boys and even acknowledge us in the corridors of the school, which only made me like her even more. One day, on my way to school with my dad and sister, I noticed her in a car leaving the same estate as me and realized she must live nearby. I often went for bike rides around our local area, just getting out and enjoying the exercise, so I would often ride up and down the road where I had seen her car emerging, just in case I could catch a glimpse of her. One summer's evening I was riding around after school and heard the unmistakable sound of flute music drifting along on the breeze. I quickly worked out which house it was emanating from and realized I had discovered her family home. I had enjoyed many a boyhood daydream where I would confess my love for her and she would admit she felt it too, and we would end up in a romantic embrace. And obviously other things too. I was a horny teenager at the time. I resolved to confess my love by letter as this would be the most romantic. I explained how I had, accidentally, discovered her location whilst cycling past one day and overheard her music. I can't remember exactly what I wrote, but it was a page long and wrote on the best writing paper I could find. I put it in the post that very night and awaited the results. A few days later I was passing her in the corridor and said hello. She completely and deliberately blanked me and I instantly felt my heart drop into my stomach. She never spoke to me again, or even acknowledged me. It was one of the worst feelings of my young life. Thankfully I had not told a single soul and I kept it to myself. As far as I am aware, the only two people who knew about this were Jane and me, until now.